Splintered Eden, composer, Lewis, Lindsay, the album. TW, mature themes, offensive language, parasocial delusions. Caution, tall grass, watch for snakes. Lindsay worked up the nerve to lift her head off the beast's shoulder and stared at the sign affixed to the fence ahead of her. The surrounding undergrowth had bloomed into prairie grass, the green blades of which plastered themselves unevenly along the rotting wooden stakes. Beyond the fence, floor lights peppered dust in hues and shades of various blue. An announcer no further than a mile away bellowed names of one musician after another, suppressing giggles and an ever-increasing octave. If his voice was anything to go by, it was clear he was under the influence. Put your hands together for Rosie. The audience roared and whooped. Lindsay turned. The beast's previously uncharacteristic gentleness suddenly made sense then. Why he had urgently turned to her and made it clear that she would enter this festival disguised as a man. She couldn't help but stare at the woman behind her, at her breasts spilling over the leather corset tightened to her waist. Damn it, Lindsay. Get it together. Don't stare, don't stare, don't stare, don't. Lindsay, redder than a fresh cherry tomato, looked away as soon as the thought came to her. She looked front again. Employees dressed in black, with nothing more noticeable than lanyards hanging around their necks, wrote down names in a plastic folder and handed badges to each person by the entrance. Once a person received their badge, they were allowed into the festival and the line moved further along. Other employees paced up and down the line, scanning for any rule breakers, particularly for any fully dressed women. One employee stopped beside Beerwhore, Lindsay, and her beast. He squinted up at her. She shifted her eyes left then back at the employee. What up? She said in the most baritone octave she could muster. Are you a woman? The employee crossed his arms. Lindsay tensed her shoulders and pointed at the folded wheelchair attached to Beerwhore's saddle. Is he that, fucker? She made sure to pour her gaze into the employee. Tell me, what's that? A wheelchair? Aha. Therefore, I can't be a woman. Lindsay prayed that combined sexism and ableism would work in her favor. The employee raised an eyebrow. He gestured at Lindsay's hips. Then where's your dick? How dare you? Beerwhore chimed in. The beast followed an outmatched offense. This brave young man got his dick blown off by the Chinese, you fucking animal, and you just had to bring that up, didn't you? You just had to remind him of his dickless predicament. Why do you think he possesses metal chair, HM? Do you think it is for fun? Do you think he sits in chair for easy life? No. You're gonna remind him of all those months watching his poor, little dick rot away thanks to those lying, Asian ladies. The beast went on. He is not soldier.